Hi, I'm here with Traci Suggs with Hb Cantrell. How are you today, Traci?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Lee Bryant with On the Move Charlotte and work with Keller Williams South Park. And Traci is one of our vendors for Keller Williams, and she works for an amazing insurance company. And I'm going to let her introduce her and her company. And then we're going to ask some more questions.
Perfect. Hb Cantrell and Company is a family-owned agency. So it's an insurance agency with access to several different insurance companies in North Carolina and South Carolina. So with me being an independent agent, I have access to several different companies for you. For example, one insurance company is not perfect for everybody. So I will gather your personal information, get to know you, get to know what kind of exposures you have, and then I will go out into the marketplace with all the companies we have, like Erie, Kemper, State Auto, Travelers, Hartford, MetLife, Progressive, you name them, we've got them, but they're all independent companies. And so I find the company that's best for you, not trying to pigeonhole you into like a direct writer like State Farm, Nationwide, or Allstate. If you go to like State Farm, there's nothing wrong with that company. It's just they give you their rate. It's take it or leave it. It's kind of, insurance is scary because you don't learn about it in school. They teach you how to write checks and they teach you other things in school, but they don't teach you how to understand your insurance policy. And your parents a lot of times won't teach you. And you have to buy it. You can't own a car without an automobile insurance policy. You can't own a home with a mortgage without homeowner's insurance. But then you're kind of left at the mercy of an insurance agent that works on commission. If their main goal is to write insurance policies and sell you something, they're not going to stop in time to teach you about that. And if your house burns to the ground, you're not going to call your insurance agent and ask them how much the premium is. You're going to want to know that you have coverage. So let's do that in the beginning, and I can still shop you out, you know, price being very important, but coverage is the most important when this is the biggest investment of your life.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So as you know, Traci, your information is part of our packet for our clients when they buy a house. Yeah, like to your point, they've got to get new insurance anyway on that house. So, and you have helped us with our insurance. And we didn't change companies when we came to you, but we tweaked it a little bit, got a little more coverage, and I think at an even better rate. So yeah, we would not have thought of those things, and we would have just kept the same insurance that we had until, you know, God forbid something happens. And so having you to call just for the first step, you know, advice, hey, remember our rental property flooded? That was fun. And first phone call. I didn't have to get on an 800, you know, wait list and sit it out and talk to someone who didn't care or know anything about me.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the perks of working here at Hb Cantrell. At the end of the day, they want to know, who did you help today? Who did you educate today? Who did you, pull back from going over the ledge today because they were in a terrible car accident? Or maybe they were, here's the biggest thing for me is when people are in minor car accidents and their emotions take over and they're really upset about a little ding on their car, I help them get perspective. And I'm like, now wait a minute, is the ambulance at the scene? Well, no. Like, are you walking? Are you talking? Are you okay? And they're like, well, yeah, I'm okay. I'm like, that's just a car. It can be fixed. You are way more important than a car. So sometimes I just have to talk people off the edge and be their insurance mom and say, wait a minute, let's have some perspective.
Yeah, exactly. You are an excellent insurance mama. For sure. You know, our office now has over 400 people at our market center, and you are everyone's insurance mama, and you're always there for everyone. And we just really appreciate you a lot.
My pleasure. Well, you know, I just like to help and take care of people. And my passion is education and teaching, but I was really scared as a kid to work on a teacher's salary. My grandmother was like, you're not going to be able to support yourself. You better find a job where you can teach and not work on a teacher's salary, which is sad. But this way, I get to exercise my inner insurance nerd, teach people, feel reward at the end of the day, feel like I've helped you. And not just at the beginning of the process when you buy a house, but years down the road. Every year, you're going to get a review, a renewal review. And if it's got better coverage for less money or the same coverage for less money, I'm going to bring that to your attention. Or if you call and say, hey, Geico is going to be $10 cheaper, I'm like, well, let's look at that and see what kind of coverages you're going to be missing out on if you move. So if you've got a deal where you're at, when I do your review, I'll tell you to stay put with the other insurance company. I'm not going to make you move. I've got to do what's best for you, not the insurance company, not the agency, because you're the person I take care of.
Right, right. High integrity, high standards for sure, which is great. So you guys are taking on new business. I know you mentioned you're really busier than ever right now during this time. Yeah, and so I do want people to understand that this doesn't have to be just when they purchase a new home that they give this a go, right? At any point, if you've got a little extra time now, you're at home, you're there with your spouse, you know, this is a time where maybe you could take an hour or so and have an insurance review and see if you've got the right coverage.
It won't even take that long. If you have 10 minutes to spare and you have copies of your auto, home, and your umbrella policy, if you have one, have those in your hand. Call me when you have 10 minutes with everybody's date of birth, driver's license number, social security number. I've got it down to a science. I get it over the phone. I gather your personal information, and then it'll take me about 2 hours to do the review, but I will only use about 10 minutes of your time if you already have your information handy. And then I'll do your review. If I see any gaps in your current coverage, I'll point them out to you. If I see you have double coverage where maybe you've got towing on there, but then you also have AAA, why pay twice for something you're only going to do once?
Sure.
I am happy to do that renewal review for you, or just a review anytime you're ready. And like I said, if you've got a good deal where you're at, I'll tell you to stay put. I'm going to get paid the same thing every 2 weeks, whether I write you or not. I just want you to have a second look at that. Look at those coverages for your insurance.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're awesome. And what a great, just a business model for insurance. I think it's really smart. And
it's different.
It is different.
It's different.
But it just seems to make the relationship, I don't know, easier, more straightforward. And yet to have someone that you can call directly when you've been in a fender bender, or when, God forbid, there's a fire or a flood, which we experienced. You talked me off that ledge pretty well because I was freaking out. That was brutal. So we just thank you very much. And I did want to just let people know that it didn't have to be part of the transaction. It's something that you could, you know, take care of before everybody goes back to work, whatever that looks like.
Absolutely. Everybody needs insurance, and I'm happy to do the review and be at your service and answer those crazy questions that you're kind of scared to ask anybody else.
Or you just don't know to ask. We don't know. So
exactly.
Thank you so much for your time today, Traci. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to being able to see you in person soon.
My pleasure.
All right. Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye. You too.